Hello, good afternoon all. Is my
Good
voice is
afternoon.
audible to all?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Uh, all of you understand the concepts of last class? I'm asking you again. Why? Because some students are call me and the madam explain about constants, has defined, and also they are asking about keywords also. Like, is there anyone having same problem? They told that we don't know about constant in C programming language. Those are very basic things, but they said like that. So today also I'm explaining the same concepts. If you have any problem, ask me in the last 10 minutes. Okay. This PPT is visible, Manikanta?
Yes, madam, it's visible. Madam,
Yes,
PPT is
ma'am.
visible.
Okay, sir. There are different types of tokens are available in C++ programming language. Token is nothing but individual part of a program. Tokens are classified into different types. Those are keywords, identifiers, constants, operators, strings. Okay. First one, keywords. Keywords are predefined words which are useful for specific purpose only. Keywords are not used as variable names. There are n number of keywords. C++ supports C keywords also. C programming has 32 keywords. Those are supported by C++ programming language. And C++ have some additional keywords. Uh, the first table consists of common keywords of C and C++, like auto, break, case, char, constant, continue, default, do, double, else, enum, extern, float, for, go to, if, int, long, register, short, signed, size of, static, struct, switch, typedef, union, unsigned, void, volatile, and while. Okay. In these 32 keywords, auto, static, register, extern, both are related to storage classes. I hope already you studied about this concept in functions. Functions, storage classes concept. These four are keywords. And next one, break, continue, go to. These are unconditional statements. And next one, if, else. These are conditional statements. For, while, do. These are looping statements. Okay. Next one, switch, case, or switch used for decision making, multiple decision making statements. Struct, union, enum, and typedef for user defined data types. User defined data types. Sign, unsigned, short, long, int, char, double, float. All these are basic data types in C as well as C programming language data types. Okay. And next, default also related to switch case. And size of operator uses used to find out the size of the given data type. You know the syntax? Yes or no? Please respond anyone. What is the syntax for size of operator?
Corona update.
Hello? Hello? Please respond anyone. Hello? Is there anyone or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Do you know about size of operator? Yes or no, Madikanda?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. No. Yes. I will give some assignment question on size of operator. Okay. Size of
Yes.
operator is used to find out the size of the data type based on compiler. Because int data type consists of 4 bytes in Linux, whereas in Windows integer size is 2 bytes. Based on compiler, data type size may vary. So size of operator is useful to find size. Next. Enum. Enum is a user-defined data type. Okay, these are 32 keywords which are supported by C as well as C++. And one more important one is const. C-O-N-S-T, const.
Madam, నాకు కరోనా వచ్చింది మేడం.
Everadi? Hello, everybody.
So roll number 59, madam. I think so, roll number 59, not sure.
Yes, sir. 59, unmute yourself. అవును సార్ నేను అన్మ్యూట్ చేస్తారా?
59 అన్మ్యూట్ చేసేస్తున్నాను.
59. Roll number 59.
I have unmuted 59.
Is not responding, sir. Roll number 59. Roll number 9. 59, sorry. సార్
మ్యామ్ అన్మ్యూట్ అవ్వలేదు మ్యామ్.
పని చేసుకోవట్లేదమ్మా. మేము పర్మిషన్ ఇచ్చారు.
No, I have already given the permission, madam.
Yes, sir. He is not responding. Okay, leave. Sir, otherwise we remove him, sir.
Okay, madam. 1 second. I am removing.
59. 59, if you are not responding, sir will remove you. Okay. Okay, leave him.
Okay, madam. Done.
Next, const const keyword. Const keyword is used to define variables as constants. That means we cannot change the value at runtime. Once we declare a variable as constant, that value does not change during the execution of the program. Okay, it is about constant. Next, consider additional keywords in C++. ASM, catch, class, delete, friend, inline, new, operator, private, protected, public, template, this, throw, try, virtual. These are some additional keywords in C++. Private, protected, public are used as access specifiers. We will work with later. And class. In C, we are using struct keyword to declare a structure. Like that, in C++, we are using class keyword to declare a class. Next, friend. Friend is a keyword used for friend functions. Inline also a function. New and delete. These two are related to pointer concept. New and delete, both are related to pointer concept. Okay, remaining all are related to different OOPS concepts. In future classes, we will work with these different keywords. These are also some advanced keywords bool, mutable, type name, const underscore cast, namespace using dynamic underscore cast, reinterpret underscore cast, wchar underscore t, explicit, static underscore cast, export, true, false, type ID. These are some additional keywords. Already we worked with namespace and using. Uh, in future classes, we are using different keywords also. Each keyword has some specific purpose. Next concept. So in tokens, second concept is identifiers. Identifiers are nothing but variable names or function names or array name, whatever it is nothing but a name used to identify a particular item in our program. Identifiers are classified into different types: variables, pointers, structures, union, array, and function. These are different types of identifiers. Okay. First one, variable. Variable is an entity. Okay. Variable is an entity. A variable name always starts with an alphabet or an underscore, not with the digit. But a variable name is a combination of alphabets and digits, but not start with an digit. Already you studied this concept in C programming language. Okay. These are the some examples of valid identifiers or variable names. These are invalid. Length, comma, area, comma, volume, comma, sum, comma, average. All these are variable names. Different variable names are separated by comma operator. Okay. Next, invalid invalid identifier. Nothing but length of line. There is a space, length, space of space, line. Identifier does not allow spaces between names. So it is invalid identifier. And S plus UM. Identifier allows only digits, underscores, and alphabets, not with any special operator. So it is also invalid. Next example, years, apostrophes. It is also not allowed in identifier. These are some rules to define identifiers. Already I told you, every identifier name starts with an alphabet or an underscore, and no spaces are allowed. Okay. Should not use C++ keywords as identifier names. Okay. Identifier name can be a combination of alphabets, digits. Okay. And it is a case sensitive. There is a difference between capital letters and small letters. Next one, constants. Constants means that value do not change during the execution of the program. Okay. Constants are categorized into different types: numerical constants, character constants, and symbolic constants. Numerical constants are classified into two types: integer constants and real constants. Integer constants, nothing but whole numbers. Integer constants holds only integer values, either positive numbers or negative numbers, whatever it is. It holds only integer values only. It does not hold decimal point values. Okay. Next type, next. Integer constants also supports binary digits, hexadecimal numbers, octal numbers also. And next one, real constants. There is a problem with integer constants. Integer constants does not hold decimal point values. So to overcome that problem, we are using real constants. Real constants holds floating value, that is with the number with the decimal point. Okay. Here I'm showing some examples. First one is 542 is the number. It is the integer constant. Next one 35.254. 35 is integral part. Dot 254 decimal part. Decimal point 254. It is nothing but float constant or float value 0x54 017 all these are hexadecimal and octal integer constants. Okay, next one C in single quotes. It is character constant. We will discuss later. And in floating point constants, one more thing is exponential form. For example, we have a number 3.3 into 10 to the power of minus 15. 3 into 10 to the power of minus 15. It is impossible to write in a C programming language. So here we are using exponential form with letter E. 3E minus 15. We can represent it as 3E minus 15. That means 3 into 10 to the power of minus 15. I will show you whiteboard. Okay. Today so many number of students absent. Three into 10 to the power of minus 15. Generally, it is a normal form, but in C programming or C++ program, we can written it as 3E, small e or capital E, no problem. 3E minus 15. Why? Because here I am using minus, it is a minus. If it is a positive number, I am giving 3E 15. Okay? That means 3 into 10 to the power of minus 15. Like this, we can define real constant values. This is the Mantissa form. This is exponential form. Okay? Any doubt? Hello?
No, ma'am.
These are about మీరు ఎట్లా ఫీల్ అవుతారంటే ఇంటిజర్ కాన్స్టెంట్స్ రియల్ కాన్స్టెంట్ అంటే మాకు చెప్పలేదా అని ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారు. అవి చెప్పడానికి లేదు, జనరల్ గా నంబర్స్ ఇప్పుడు ఎలా డిక్లేర్ చేయాలి, ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో ఎలా డిక్లేర్ చేయాలని నెక్స్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లో చెప్తాను. ఆ ఇంటిజర్ కాన్స్టెంట్స్ అంటే అదేంటి ఒక హై లెవెల్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏం కాదు, సింపుల్ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఇంటిజర్ కాన్స్టెంట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ హోల్డ్స్ ఓన్లీ ఇంటిజర్ వాల్యూస్. ఓకే. These are some points of numerical concept. First one about integer constants. Integer constants are represented with whole numbers. Okay, these are the examples for integer constants. Invalid integer constant means 2.3 to 35. Integer constant does not hold any decimal point value. Simply. Okay. Next one, real constant. Real constants often used for floating point values. These are the examples: 2.5, 5.21. All these are real point constants. These are also either positive or a negative number. Roll number A1. Roll number A1. Next one. This is about exponential form. Okay. 2456.123 can be written as 2.4161 into e to the power of plus 3 and into 10 to the power of 3 అని దాని మీనింగ్ అన్నమాట. ఇందాక చూపించాను కదా ఎగ్జాంపుల్. నెక్స్ట్ గో ఫర్ character constants. Character constants are again classified into two types: single character constants and string constants, or character array constants. So first one, single character constant, holds only single entity. That single entity may be an alphabet, a digit, or any special symbol. But single character constants enclosed within single quotes. Okay. Character constants are represented with ASCII code. Okay. Next, string constants are combination of characters, multiple characters. These are enclosed within double quotes ended with null characters. Okay. Next one, symbolic constants. Symbolic constants are classified into three types: hash defined using const keyword and enum keyword. First one, hash defined. Hash defined is a preprocessor used to define value as constant. Already previously we are discussing about what are types of constant, but we don't know how to declare a variable as constant. In the symbolic constant, we learn how to declare a variable as constant. Okay, using these three types. First one, hash defined. Second one, const keyword. Third one, enum. Enum is a constant used to represent integer values only. It is to create a new type also. Okay. So first one, hash defined preprocessor. This directive can be used for defining constants. Example, hash defined space, price is the variable name, space 152. 150 is the value of price. Generally మనం ఎట్లా రాస్తాము ఇక్కడ? ఓకే, మామూలుగా అయితే మనం ఏదైనా వేరియబుల్ ప్రైస్ ఇంట్ ప్రైస్ is equal to 152 అని తీసుకుంటాం మనం. But it is hash defined syntax is different from normal variable syntax. Hash defined preprocessor does not require any data type. It automatically identifies which type it is. Okay, just space hash defined space variable name space value. Okay. Generally every statement is ended with semicolon, but in this case no semicolon is required. Just give you value. Okay. Second type, using constant keyword. CONST. CONST keyword is a constant keyword. Int price. Price is an integer variable. It is declared as constant, so its value does not change during the execution of the program. Next, third type, enumeration. Enumeration type is used to create new types. Already we have int, float, char, double, long double, signed int, unsigned int. Different types of data types are available, but we want another new type. For example, year. Year is not a data type, but I want to create a new type as year. Okay, it is possible to create year as a new type using with this enum. Okay, now we will check. Anyone knows about enum keyword? Please tell me. Please tell me, anyone. What do you know about enum keyword? Hello? Hash. First I'm telling you about hash defined preprocessor. Hash define area 100. Hash define is a preprocessor, so declare before main. See out area. See out area. Run the program. Value 100. Up to now there is no problem. So now I want to change area value is equal to 20. And the value of area. It is correct. First time area value I am taking as 100 declared as constant value. I told you using hash defined processor we can declare any variable, it is constant. So its value does not change. But here I want to change the value at runtime. Area is equal to 20. Is it possible or not?
No, ma'am.
It gives error. Why? Because area is a constant value. Okay. This is the example for hash defined preprocessor. Next program we can write using constant keyword. Using constant keyword we can declare integer, float, char, double, any type of value. Any type of value can be declared as constant. Okay. const, const is the keyword, space, int, data type, variable name, area is equal to 190. So here area is a integer constant. Sorry, area is a integer type which is declared as a constant. So its value does not change. See out area. Okay, run the program. Value 90. Now I want to change the value of area. I'm using cin. Cin is a input function. Cin area. Out area. It is possible to read area again. No, it shows error. Why? Because int area variable declared as constant, so its value does not change. Okay. It is about integer constant. Okay. Next example with real constant. Okay. Real constant. I'm taking here data type as float. Float area. Area is a float data type. It is declared as constant. This is the example of real constant. Example of real constant. Okay, value 9 and 90 and this one 90.5. Print value 90.5. Now I want to read the value at runtime. We will check if it is possible or not to read a real constant at runtime. No, it is impossible to read a real constant value at runtime. Okay. These two are examples for integer and real constant. Next concept is enumeration, enum. Enumeration type. Enumeration is a type used to create new types, but it holds only integer values. It holds only integer constants. Okay. Anybody knows about enum? Please tell me if you have any idea about enum or not. Please tell me. Anybody? Please respond. At least here, please respond. Do you know about enumeration? Here,
No, ma'am.
enum is the keyword which is supported by C as well as C++. Enum keyword space type name. Here I am showing first syntax. Type name parenthesis constant. Constant separated by using commas. Multiple constants can be separated by using commas. Here type name, it is a new type. Okay, new type which have some constant values. These constant values by default start with 0, incremented by 1. That means, taking one example, enum some x. I'm taking A, B, C. A, B, C, these are three constants which are defined by x type. Okay, here I'm giving no values for A, B, C. So the first variable by default its value is 0. Okay, by default its value is 0. Next constant value incremented by 1. That means B value is 1. And next one, C value is 2. Okay, like that incremented by 1. In case I am giving B is equal to 34. Okay. So what is the value of A? 0. As usual, by default, the starting value is 0. Next, I am giving 34. But what about C? What is the value of C? Roll number 88, please respond. What is the value of C? Roll number 88. Roll number 88. Hello. Roll number 67. 67. All of you just on the class until game in a clip. Any girls? Sahaja, are you in class? Sahaja. I think my voice is not audible to you. That's why you are not responding. Yes or no?
Madam, voice is audible.
But
Voice
students
is
are
audible,
not
ma'am.
responding, sir. That's why I'm asking. Any girl students?
0, ma'am.
0. Which one? C value is 0.
2, ma'am.
2. How it is 2? I told you. In case first value is 0, next value is incremented by 1. Here A equal to 0 by default. Next I'm giving 34. So next constant value incremented by 1. 34 plus 1. So C value is here 35. Okay. This is the syntax and this is example. Here we have months. So I'm taking January, February, March as constant. Okay. I'm not giving any values, but I want to print C out. Feb. What is the value of Feb? Again, you are not responding.
1, ma'am.
That value is 1. Now, I'm taking is equal to 15. So now I want to print the value of April. What is the value of April?
89, ma'am.
like this. Okay. Yes, I hope all of you understand this concept. Enum is a user-defined data type used to create new types. We can create n number of types using enum. It supports only integer constants. చూసారా ఇక్కడ మనకి ఆన్సర్ కూడా 89 అట్లానే వస్తుంది కానీ 89.5 అట్లా ఏమి రావట్లేదు కదా. ఓకే, supports only integer values, integer constants only. I think you have one lab cycle program and enumeration. Right? This is going, and next one is next user defined type is type def. What do you know about type def? What do you know about type def? Roll number 40. What is type def?
Ma'am, type def is a one of the keyboard, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Keyword. Yes, sir. Next. What is its purpose? Keyword. Integer is a keyword which is used to declare integer variables like that. What is the purpose of type def?
It tells about what type of data type we used.
Please, what is your number?
So
7. Okay, but your answer is not correct. Type def is a user-defined data type used to renaming the existing name. Okay, renaming the existing name, which helpful in the documentation. We have long names. Okay, like my name. My name is NVSK Vijalakshmi K. So it is very long name. So I'm renaming it as KVL. Okay. So like that. Type def is used to renaming the existing name. I will consider what is type def. Okay. Type def is a keyword. Type def space existing name space existing name space new name. Okay. Answer example. Type def unsigned shortened. Unsigned shortened.
according to that type def spelling wrong, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Type def unsigned shortened is the existing name. So Now I'm renaming it as USI. Now variables use USI. Area is equal to 99. Okay. Now, what's wrong? Okay, 99. You can declare using the existing with the renaming word. Already existing data type name is unsigned short int. It is very lengthy, so I'm taking it as USI. USI is shortcut for unsigned short int. So next, I'm declaring area as using USI shortcut. Okay, USI is the new keyword. USI space area equal to 99. Like that, we can rename the existing name, which helpful in documentation purpose and also useful in structures. I think so. You learned this concept in structure, but you told that we don't know about type def. So okay. Type def is a user-defined data type used to renaming the existing name for shortcut for longer names. Okay, shortcut in the use చేయడానికి మనకి యూజ్ అవుతుంది type def అనేది. Whereas enum is used to create new types. Okay, these two are user-defined data types. Enum is used to create new types, and type def is used to create renaming the existing names. Okay, you can understand the difference between both enum and type def. Any doubts? Please ask me any doubts. మీరు మళ్ళీ తర్వాత కాల్ చేసి అడిగి ఇదే క్లాస్ థర్డ్ టైం చెప్పలేనమ్మా, ఇప్పుడే అడగండి. అంటే మీకు ఇంకా రాలేనివి తెలియలేనివి ఉంటే ఈ క్లాస్లో చెప్తా ఉంటాను. ఓకే, మీ అందరికీ అర్థమైంది అంటే మీరు రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వట్లేదు లేదా అసలు వినట్లేదు. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్ ఈజ్ టైప్ కాస్టింగ్. వాట్ ఈస్ టైప్ కాస్టింగ్? What is typecasting or type conversion?
Changing the type of variable, ma'am.
Changing the variable data type from one type to another type. It is from lower to higher or higher to lower. Typecasting or type conversion is nothing but conversion of one type into another type. Okay, there are two types of type conversion techniques. One is explicit, another one is implicit. Okay. First, we will consider what is explicit typecasting. Int equal to float. Equal to A by B. Please tell me what is the result? What is the result?
Three point zero.
3 point. So I am taking 30.
30. 3 point something. 3.3.
3 point. Please see here, I'm taking two inputs as integer. Okay, A, B both are integer, but I'm assigning output to a float variable. What is the answer? Just value is 3. We will ignore decimal point values. Why? Because A, B both are integer values. So output will be an integer value. So it is nothing but implicit conversion. Implicit conversion. By default, compiler automatically gives answer. So now I want exact answer. So slope of B. That is the answer 3.3. Why? Because it is the example of explicit conversion. Explicit conversion. In explicit conversion, we can change any one type, either A or B. Anything you can do. No problem. But you can change any one type. A, B both are integers. Here I am convert A as float. A as float, B as integer. In these two, float is highest type, so the resultant will be float. So value is 3.3. In previous case, both inputs are integers, so the resultant also the integer value. Okay. That is nothing but implicit casting. This is explicit casting. I'm showing one more thing. See? A by B. This is the syntax in C programming language. First, bracket for data type, not for variable. But in C++, bracket for variable, not with typing. Okay. Implicit conversion means automatic conversion. It gives an approximate answer. Okay. Implicit conversion is implicit conversion gives approximation answers, not an exact answer. But type explicit casting gives exact answers. Okay. Okay. Any doubts? No. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you, Pawan sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, madam.